Hey, everyone. What is going on? Happy Tuesday. Happy Transformation Tuesday. We are streaming live through my YouTube, the group, and my Facebook profile. And I want to just talk about a few things. I'm going to start doing a lot more videos. I've started something brand spanking new, ground floor, and I'm going to document that journey so that I can show other people that this type of business is really, really simple and really, really easy. And so if you're looking to learn how to work from home or learn how to make money online, I'm not going to show you all the things I've ever done in the past. I'm just going to show you how to do it. So this little video is titled, If I Were to Start Over, What Would I Do? Okay. And I am starting brand new with a brand new company. I'm not here to talk about that. That's not important. But what I want you to know is now that I've been in this space of online affiliate marketing and network marketing and social selling and coaching for the last 6 years, I've learned a few things. Okay. So I'm just going to share a few things with you guys. And if you get some value, fantastic. Let me know. Let me know you're watching. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like what I have to share, I'm going to be creating a lot more that's just documenting my journey and not really telling you how cool I am. I'm not really that cool, right? I'm just a girl. So where are you now? The first thing, if you're looking at doing something different, and this doesn't even necessarily have to be a business, right? It's New Year's. People are talking about resolutions and making new decisions and goal setting. And a lot of times we have this grand vision for our lives. I know I'm a very visual, I live in my vision kind of person. I think for me, it's really helped me become successful because I'm always looking for the next thing. Like I never settled when I got, a hostess, my very first job. I went straight to how do I become a waitress? How do I become an expo? How to become a manager? And I was a general manager at a very, very young age. When I was an assistant manager, I had my store within 6 months. I then traveled around to the company and opened up other stores. Like I'm always looking for the next thing. And I'm always partnered with someone that's already done it. Right? They've already done it. They've already been there. I'm not looking for the millionaire mentor that's freaking driving a private yacht. Like that's not what I'm here to do. But I'm definitely looking for people who have made 6 figures, 7 figures in the online space. How they are with their team and their family is extremely important to me. The kind of lifestyle that they live and how they treat other people is everything to me, right? I recently have partnered with someone who is absolutely incredible and his stats are through the roof. I mean, they would impress so many people and it doesn't impress me because I'm like, what I need to know is if you can help me with my goals. Like I get that you have achieved and all that, and the only thing that's different between you and me is the life you've lived and the experiences that you have. Can you help me get my team paid? That is the only thing that's the most important. And I happen to know this gentleman gets people paid, right? So I've partnered with someone who's showing me. Now, in the past, when I would do a business, I'd balls to the wall, freaking Energizer Bunny, let's go, I'm doing this, like grab all my friends, grab all my peeps, make a bunch of money really, really quickly. But that's not duplicatable. And what I have learned, and this is different for everybody, I have seen businesses with solopreneurs and entrepreneurs that are working alone at home, selling links, affiliate marketing, right? Nothing wrong with that, by the way. For Jennifer and for what I'm creating, duplication was never meant to be done alone. And that's why I haven't created the success I really want to create, is because I've partnered with people who are very much independent and want to do it alone. And while I love working from home, I love building a business around my family's needs, I absolutely do not enjoy working alone. Okay. I have really come to the realization that the reason I'm so good at this type of business is because I can link it to the fact I've been a store manager for so long that I'm only as good as that guy. That's my weakest link, right? And is he my weakest link because I didn't train him, because I didn't show him, because I didn't teach him? Or does he just not care about the goals of the store and of the future? And I come across a ton of network marketers and social sellers who are buying other people's stuff, other people's trainings and coachings and rah-rah because their team's not excited. And if they're not excited I think it's because they have no idea where the company's going and no idea what's possible for them. So I'm super excited because I've joined Ground Floor with something, and I'm just going to feed you guys little bite sizes. So the first question I would ask is, where am I now? Where am I now? How much money are you making now? Are you already doing a side gig or a side hustle? Are you a full-time store manager or professional like myself? They're the best in this business, by the way, because they don't need to be told what to do. They're very resourceful. So I go after store managers because when you're a store manager, guess what? You don't get to call in sick. You unlock that front door and your team gets paid, your employees get paid. That's your business, and you take care of your customers. So I'm very much building this business as if I'm the store manager, but my employees are responsible for me opening up this door. And if I don't show up and open the door, they don't get paid. And that's a very different leadership style than I've read about and been taught. And we'll see how it's going to work out. But I'm just sharing with you guys the journey and some things that you could be asking yourself, and maybe it'll benefit you. Where are you now? What are your goals? What are your goals? When I got started, my goal was passive income. It was not to trade my time for money anymore. It was not to create a job. It was not to create like this empire conglomerate full of systems and processes and all of these like things. No, it was, I wanted to make a ton of money, which is why I got into real estate first. I was flipping and wholesaling homes. I wanted passive income, and I wanted to work with people. So real estate was great because I was flipping houses with my friends. We were all doing real estate together. I was hanging out with the real estate community. I'm still very much involved with that company, with that community. I just chose to take a step away from the real estate because honestly, it's just not a short-term market for me, but it will be. So stay tuned for that. So what are your goals? I forgot that I wanted passive income when Austin was born, and I really kind of sat with myself and I was like, why did you quit your career in the first place? Oh, that's right. You wanted that thing called mailbox money. You wanted that thing called passive income that you've never seen anyone in your family create, by the way. Okay, so I really had to go back to ground zero. Do you enjoy working by yourself or working as a team? Now, why that's important is because there's this whole theory about, oh, I'm going to work from home and I have my own schedule and I get to do all my stuff. And you know what I mean? And that's fine. But depending on your personality, especially through COVID, like I spent 2 years, I feel like in a dark tunnel behind Zoom with no friends, right? Virtual friends is not the same as like high five and hugging and like rah-rahing together. And it's one of those things you kind of have to go through to decide, but you need to know if you enjoy working as a team or working by yourself. I will say this, no matter which one you choose, you're always going to need people. You're always going to need traffic. Even if you opened up a McDonald's, if you opened up an eBay store, if you opened up an Amazon affiliate, it doesn't matter until you master people, which is traffic, which is customer service, right? You're always going to need people. So we are building this without the fancy funnels, without all the crap. Because at the end of the day, if Facebook shut down, which it has, people panic that their business is 100% dependent on social media. My business is not. I didn't even have any idea what was going down. So you really need to know what your businesses depend on. A lot of people saw that their business was depend on the economic, depending on the pandemic. People are being forced to take the vaccine. They can't go back to work. They can't travel. Not here to talk about that. What I'm here to say is starting your own business gives you the opportunity to make the choice that you want to make for you and for your family, and not that the company or the government's trying to force you to make, right? It's just choices. So yes, passive income is where it's at, but a team is crucial. A team is crucial, but only if you're a good leader. And a lot of people lead from the front of, it's just a numbers game. Go talk to 150 people. Go do, right? Go do all these things. But if you take the time and really get to know a person and really see if you can help them out, then it's not about quantity at all. And it's about, quantity, it's about quality. It's about truly understanding that when you build a team, it's a baseball diamond, right? I can be a pitcher and you could be a catcher, but if we don't have someone that freaking can hit it out into the grand slam, we don't have someone catching at first base, catching at second base. And I really think the duplication comes from being a team. and that no one person should have all the things figured out in their business. If they want to, listen, that's fine. People are doing it. Wonderful. But the way we're doing it is I'm positioning a first base and a second base and a third base and an outfield and this and that. And those positions are based on what the person already brings to my table. Okay. So I didn't realize my computer's dying. So we're going to go for this. Okay. So work as a team, work alone. Passive income versus active income. I can't even tell you how many coaches and consultants and whatever else has been created overnight are hoopla about the amount of money that they're making and not the transformation they're getting for their person, right? It's about people. It's about creating transformation for people, for other people, not how much money you're making, but teaching them, showing them the transformation. And so many coaches are like, I'm an entrepreneur. Okay, maybe, but you're probably on the wrong side of the quadrant, because if you don't show up and sell your stuff, you don't have a business anymore. So you're still trading your time for money. Nothing wrong with trading your time for money, by the way. I've never been more excited to work full time this year than I have in my entire life. But I'm having so much fun and I'm truly getting my team paid. That's not work for me. Okay. It's something you can't even explain until you experience it. Document the journey. So I've branded the online business bestie, and that's because that's who I am. I tend to be an overgiver. I tend to be an oversharer. I tend to be an overcommunicator. I tend to make myself way more available than a lot of leaders do. I've seen this industry where people have the posture like, you don't deserve to get on the phone with me until you produce. And I think that's fine for them. It's just not how I show up for my team. I'm 100% available. I have like an open door kind of policy. The person that I partnered with has showed me more in the last 72 hours than anyone from any company has ever shown me. And that's important for me. And that's got to be important for you too. When you join an opportunity or a company or a business, you have to know the future of the company, the future of the product, the future of the compensation plan, the future of the people you're building, if you're looking to plant your feet and go forward full time. If you're looking for like an expensive hobby, and listen, when I got married, right? Don't tell my husband this, but I went on a few dates before I married my husband. Okay. I've done a few network marketing, affiliate marketing opportunities before deciding. But here's the difference. I don't come from the mindset of, oh my God, this opportunity is the greatest thing for me. I have the confidence to know that I bring something to the company. The company needs me. And that's a very different approach. That's when you know, and I've always been like that as a store manager, when the big guys would come into my store, and I worked for Harbor Freight. Like I was in a man's world. And I would make sure that those freaking big guru guys knew exactly who I was, exactly what my goals were, and exactly where I was going. I didn't wait for them to come into my store and tell me the kind of store manager I was. I told them, this is my name. I was the youngest female store manager in the company, all these things. And I would let them know I'm coming for, not necessarily your position, but do you see my posture? Like, your company needs me because I'm freaking amazing and I'm a badass. Okay. So it's not coming from a place of ego, but I know my work ethic. It's all about my work ethic. The only reason I make more money than a lot of people, is because I have a freaking work ethic that's ridiculous. It's the only difference. I'm not cooler. I'm not smarter. I'm not better. None of that stuff. I have a work ethic that does not stop. But that is teachable and coach and trainable. But that's also depending on what it is you want to get out of this, any opportunity that you want to do. So work ethic, right? Store managers, business professionals make the most amount of money in this business. Why? We're busy. We're busy. We know what we value, which is time with our family and our friends and traveling. For some of you, the value is going to be different. That's totally okay. But when you make time for what you value, you know how to carve out the time that you need to be successful in a journey, right? Whether the journey is a weight loss or health and wellness or relationships, right? Making more time for your spouse this year. Like, I've had a baby, right? In fact, my husband and I made the decision to go to the gym together. He loves when I go to the gym with him. And I thought that I was like, I don't know what I thought. But anyway, he's like, let's do this together. And I've always wanted to go to the gym with a husband. Like, I'm like, hell yeah, let's do this. Like, let's be one of those couples that does yoga on the grass. I don't know if we'll ever do that, but you know what I'm saying? We do things together. So, where are they going? Whoever you're following, where are they going? What are their goals? Would you get a job somewhere? I mean, sometimes it's a means to an end. You got to get a short-term job at my husband right now. Like financially, my husband could quit his job. But for the goals that we have set, we need his W-2, the kids need insurance. Like we've got some things going on in our lives that it's beneficial for him to continue with his income, but technically he could quit his job now. Okay, so you have to know where you're going and how you're going to plan things out. So I've actually talked about everything on my notes, and I'm going to keep these super short. I don't want them to be long because I'm an overshare, guys. So if you got some value, great. Let me know. If you have any questions, if I didn't, whatever. Like Jesus, Jennifer, let me just slow down. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited about what's coming. So if you have any questions, if you want to see any trainings, if you want to hop on the phone with me personally, I'm not telling anyone what I'm doing yet. So don't ask me that. There's a strategic reason why I am doing what I'm doing, but I'm sharing it. I got a brand new TikTok. I got a brand new YouTube, and I'm showing you every single step along the way instead of like teaching you. Like I'm just coming from a brand new place of take a look, if this is something that resonates with you, fantastic. Like let's link arms, join the team, and we can do this. And if not, listen, it's not for everybody, right? It's just like, I'm always going to talk about this because people can relate, especially people that had jobs for the last 15, 20 years, right? I was responsible for interviewing people that came onto my team. As a store manager, I ran my store like a team, which means you got to fill out an application and you're going to sit down with me and we're going to have a conversation so I can see if you're a fit for this team. Now, a lot of other network marketing companies are just like, here's my link, here's my link, here's my link, join. No, don't run your team that. I mean, you can. There's a lot of people making money. I don't want to tell you don't do that. That's bad advice. Do what works for you and what feels good for you. My team, like I said, I'm responsible for my team financially. That is the weight that I'm choosing to put on myself because I know what I'm capable of. I know it because I was a store manager. Okay. I just know it. So coming from that place of knowing that my teams, that I'm responsible for them getting paid, that's a very different leadership quality than I've ever experienced before. And I'm really, 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 really excited about it. That being said, I'm only as good as someone who can say, Jen, I actually have been taught how to prospect, but I don't know how to close. Jen, I know how to build for an event, but I don't know how to explain the product. I don't know how to explain the compensation plan. I'm not sure how to onboard. Listen, you were never meant to duplicate the entire system by yourself. Never, ever. That's not duplicatable. That's why your team's not making any money. Never, ever, ever. That's not a duplicatable system. People are going to disagree, and that's fine. But I'm the one that's got boots on the ground, that's talking to the network marketers that are broke, that are unhappy because their mentors aren't showing them. They never even launched their business. We got to launch. You can't just go buy a brick and mortar of Chicago's best style deep dish pizza, open the door, and hope people come in. There's marketing that's involved. Network marketing is no different. We have a business. We got to get people. We got to get traffic. The only difference is the money's not going into commercials. It's going into mommies and daddies' pockets to put food on the table. That's the only difference. It's the greatest business model. It is the greatest opportunity of 2022. Life is different. People are starting to realize, like, you can't even pay people. You can't even give them bonuses to join your company. You know why? Because the P&L bottom line doesn't work. When I was a store manager, people would come in with these degrees trying to tell me how to run my store. I'm like, really? Why don't you come in here between 3 and 6 p.m. on a Friday and show me what it looks like to run this store with 2 people on my sales floor because of what your P&L tells you. Meanwhile, I can't serve my customers. My lines are out the door. I can't unload the truck. But your P&L, right, your spreadsheet says that I can only have 2 salespeople on my sales floor. Guys, that's not working anymore. These companies are not doing very well. They didn't make it through the pandemic. Some of them are still struggling now. And now, I mean, even my husband's company, all these hiring bonuses, people don't want to. People are lifting, people are Ubering, people are door dashing, they're working for themselves. Okay. So that's all I got for you guys. If you got value, wonderful. Hashtag replay, subscribe. This is everywhere. So I'm not really sure what to do, but thank you so much for watching. If you got value, let me know. If you have any questions, I am absolutely looking forward to sharing this process with those of you who are interested in seeing it. Have a phenomenal Tuesday, guys. Take care.